Once upon a time, in a little village nestled between tall mountains and lush green forests, there was a child named Luca. Luca was not like other children who played pranks or caused a ruckus. Luca loved to listen to the chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the gentle sound of the village stream. But there was one sound that fascinated Luca more than any other: the sound of the wind. Luca would sit outside, on a tiny hill, eyes closed, and listen for hours. The villagers would chuckle and call it daydreaming, but Luca knew there was something magical about the wind. One sunny morning, as Luca sat under a big old oak tree, a tender breeze caressed Luca's cheek and whispered, "Hello, Luca." Startled, Luca's eyes popped open. The wind had spoken. "Hello," Luca replied hesitantly. "It's me, the wind," came the gentle reply. "I've been singing my songs for ages, but few have stopped to listen. You, my dear Luca, have a gift. You can understand me." Excited but nervous, Luca asked, "What do your songs mean?" The wind chuckled softly, rustling the leaves in a playful dance. "I tell stories of far-off lands and ancient times. I carry the scents of old forests, the taste of the ocean, and the warmth of the desert sun." Luca was amazed, eyes wide with wonder. "Can you teach me your songs, so I can tell others?" "Of course," the wind replied. "Every time you hear me, listen with your heart. I'll tell you tales of heroes and creatures, of stars and secrets lost in time. Share them with your friends, and you'll see how big the world really is." From that day on, Luca was never without a story to tell. The children gathered around every afternoon to hear the latest tale Luca had heard from the wind. Sometimes it was a story of a brave knight who befriended a dragon. Other times, it was about a village just like theirs, nestled under a sky filled with magical, twinkling lights. As the seasons changed, the villagers began to notice something else about Luca's stories. They were not just about distant places and times. Sometimes, they contained wisdom, ideas about taking care of their village and cherishing the simple moments, like the laughter of a friend or the quiet of a sunset. Luca had become a special voice of the village, a friend of the wind. Years later, when Luca grew up, they traveled far and wide but never forgot the songs of the wind. Wherever Luca went, the whispering breeze was always there, sharing new stories. And wherever Luca told these tales, they carried the message: the world is full of wonders for those who care to listen. And so, the legend of Luca, the child who could understand the whispers of the wind, spread far and wide, enchanting hearts everywhere. The end.